moment, that is definitely, obviously it's the most recent, but it's also the biggest one for me, because since that moment, I have never been more happy with the business. And yes, there are ups and downs and things are tight and it's been hard, but I am so happy with what I'm doing with my days, with the people that I get to work with. I get to fill my cup every day working with amazing people like you, Mel. And it's just, it's the best decision I've ever made. So. I've been going through a lot of transitions, and honestly, I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I have 3 kids and a wonderful partner, and I had decided that I did not want to be a fractional COO anymore. I was selling the welders company. I had stepped away from the IT company, and I was basically mentoring under my father's VP of his company. I had an opportunity to basically take over the company. And I felt like it was, my destiny, right? It's this large organization. I'd been working in it for quite a while, and, here I am. It makes sense, right? Here's my dad's company. Now, next step, you're going to take over the family business. Yes. And I'd been doing that for about 8 months, probably. And it was draining my energy. We talk about energy again. I was pretty miserable, honestly. And I had this opportunity to go to a camp. Yes. Shout out to Marley Williams. And I had been following Marley for years. And I'd always wanted to do one of her camps. And she announced that it was the last one she was doing. And I was like, I have to go. I have to go to this camp. And so I went. I signed up and I said, I'm going. And I went to this camp, and that's where I met Mel.
Yes.
And basically this camp was, I think it was 4 days. 4 days of a women retreat, and it was for women leaders and entrepreneurs, and it was all about saying yes to yourself. And so you really got deep in, what do you want with your life? Like what drives you? What do you really want? And during those 4 days, in addition to trying to sleep in a hammock with Mel in the rain and
thunderstorm lightning,
didn't go over so well. I really just was like, you know what, this is not what I want. And I kind of had this, like, to be vulnerable about it. It was like, I don't want to just be my father's daughter,
Yes.
And it was hard. It was really, really hard, because I felt like I should take over my father's business. I'm very close with my dad, and I idolize him, honestly. And so it was really, really hard. And I came away with that and was basically like, I'm not going to do it. I really loved when we were doing acquisition coaching, which we had done before, which was helping business owners with acquisition. And so I left that knowing that I didn't want to take over the business, knowing that I wanted to do some kind of coaching or consulting, but not knowing anything past that. And I went on a journey of research and what is out there. I knew I wanted some kind of group of coaches or a community where they could help me along this journey. And after a few months, that's when I found the Scaling Up community. And it was a very, very transformational moment for me, because it really got me. I mean, it completely turned my world upside down in a good way, or right side up is the right terminology, because I was on this path to take over my dad's business. And, and a lot of people could say, I walked away from a really hefty income and a comfortable life. And instead I started my own business, and, starting a business from scratch, as a lot of people that are listening probably know, is not easy. It's very terrifying. And then the other thing to add on that is that my partner does not work. He's a stay-at-home dad. And so all of the financial burden was on me while starting this business from scratch. So it was a lot. It was a lot. And you were there.
Yes.
I would say that, when you ask me about a pivotal moment, that is definitely, obviously it's the most recent, but it's also the biggest one for me, because since that moment, I have never been more happy with the business. And yes, there are ups and downs and things are tight and it's been hard, but I am so happy with what I'm doing with my days, with the people that I get to work with. I get to fill my cup every day working with amazing people like you, Mel. And it's just, it's the best decision I've ever made. So I'm so happy about it.
I think that was a pivotal moment for me as well, going to Camp Yes, because up until then I'd been in such a male-dominated industry, and my whole business world was surrounded by men, being led in my leadership journeys a lot of times by what guys were doing, which is fine. But I also had this tug that I've talked about where it was not filling me. It felt like a lot of work, a lot of energy to keep up in a way that wasn't actually the way that I wanted to grow, and it wasn't the people I wanted to serve. And so Camp Yes, I went because I was told about it. I went across the country to go to it. And it was really the first time that I was doing like a group of women. It was very weird for me. I loved it. And also it was different. And so I think, did we meet on the first day or something?
I think so. I think it was in the art room.
Yeah, in the art room, probably. Yeah, like the fact that there was, so it really just helped to confirm, like, these are my people. Not everybody there was my person, but it was like so easy to be in that space, to meet people, to share ideas. We were seen by each other. You didn't have to feel like you had to prove anything. It was just fantastic. And I'm so grateful. That's probably one of my pivotal moments for being, and the shift has not been easy to go towards what I want to go towards, but you've been very, very helpful in that as well. So we've kind of been growing together. Listen, Misfit, if you believe in the mission of this podcast, I need you to like and subscribe right now. Pause this, go find the podcast. You might already be there, which is easy. Just go like and subscribe. And if you really, really believe in it and you want Misfits to unite and change the whole business world, please rate it. Rating is the best way to get the word out to attract more like-minded misfits like you and me, so that we can overthrow the takers of this world who currently dominate the business universe. Now, I know I sound like I'm some courageous lady of business. I am not. I can't do this alone, and I don't want to. I need you, and we need a coalition of fellow misfits. So do it now. The quicker we take action, the quicker we can change our business world. Now let's go do great things, and I will see you next week. I'm a misfit. I'm a misfit. I'm a misfit. I'm a misfit.